Josie Joy here, the creator and founder of Josie Joy's Creations. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am glad to have you. So, a couple weeks ago, I did a tutorial on how to crochet the Colorado Beanie. It was blue with a white stripe and then the Colorado emblem, which is a red C with a yellow circle in it. And so today is going to be how to do a similar thing, except it's going to be the ear warmers. So it's going to be blue with a white stripe and then blue on the bottom. And so I'm excited about that. Hope you are too. And come along. These are the materials you will be needing. You will need 2 sizes of crochet hooks. You will need a 5mm crochet hook to do the base of the ear warmer, and you will need a 6mm crochet hook just to do the foundation chain. You will need a stitch marker because we will be crocheting in the round. You will need scissors, a tapestry needle, some sort of ruler or something to measure your head, and a row counter. You can write it on a paper or whatever you like to do. You will need dark blue yarn, white yarn, yellow yarn, and red yarn. We will start with the dark blue yarn. You will take your 6mm crochet hook, and you will start with a slip knot. And you will start chaining. You will chain however many you need for the width of your head. I do 64 plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then right about here, I will show you a trick. So you will take that off your hook. You will go into the very first chain you made like that, and you will put it back on your hook. And so we do this because when you are done chaining, however many you will make, you will just slip stitch into here like this to make a circle. And so sometimes what will happen is your chain will get twisted, and what it will do is it will twist your headband. And so this kind of prevents you from accidentally twisting the chain at the end. And so just keep chaining however many you need, and I will see you back here at the end. So I'm here at the end, and I accidentally told you wrong. You don't need to do 64 plus 1. You only need to do the 64. And so when you get to the end, it should look like this. And so what you do now is you just bring this loop through like that, and you chain 1. There's your chain 1. Okay. Now you'll switch over to your smaller hook. And the reason why we did the bigger hook is because we will be single crocheting in the back loop, and it is easier to get it in the back loop if you go a size or 2 bigger, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you look, you'll see the back bumps right here. Normally we would go just right here and just, crochet it normally, but we're not doing that this time. We are going in the back ridges right here. You can see that, the back ridges. and we are going to crochet in the back ridges. And it is a lot easier to crochet in the back ridges if you go 1 or 2 crochet hook sizes bigger, because it just makes the ridges bigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you'll do 1 single crochet all the way around. I will have 64 single crochet. You will have however many you chained. Anyways, I will see you back here when you're done. I've completed all my single crochets. I'm going to put my stitch marker there. And now the next round, round 2, I am going to go directly into the top stitch. I'm not going to join and chain 1 or anything. Just go completely in there. And I'm going to be working in the back loop. Like that. While working over my tail end, so I don't have to sew it in later. And in each stitch around, I am just going to be working in the back loop only. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. I just finished row 2. Now I want you to do row 3 and 4 the exact same way. Work in the back loops only. Okay? And I'll see you back here when I am done. So I finished all 4 of my rows. So I am going to cut this off. I'm going to get my tapestry needle. Put that in there. So now it is even and it won't leave a nasty seam. Now I'm going to take my white and I'm going to join it. So do a slip knot. Put it on my hook. And put it through both loops. And do a single crochet. And you're going to do 1 single crochet all the way around. Until you get to the end. And you will no longer be working in the back loops. You will just be working through both loops. Okay. And I'll see you back here when you're done. So I finished that row. And now you'll go straight into the top stitch through both loops. And you'll continue the next row going through both loops all the way around like this. And you will make 6 to 8 rows of white. It kind of depends on how big you want the white stripe. And you can even make 4 rows if you want. It kind of depends how big you want your ear warmer. So I will meet you back here when I've completed the white stripe. I finished all of my rounds, and I did 8 rounds. So I'm going to cut this off. Thread it. Like so. Sorry, that's my son. That's Papa.
Bye.
Bye.
No. Oh no, Bubble. She
And then you get your
Go outside.
Go outside. Go outside. And then you get your blue again. And you connect it to the white. And you work through both loops on your white. Like so. And you do a single crochet all the way around through both loops in your white, and I will see you when you're finished. Okay, so I finished that round. Now the last 3 rounds, you're gonna just go in the first stitch, single crochet, and the last 3 rounds you're gonna work in the back loop only. So like that, go in there. And work in the back loop like this, like you did in the first four rounds or 3 rounds. Just work in the back loop only. And you're going to do this for the last 3 rounds of the ear warmer. And I am going to see you back here when you're done. Okay, so I finished that. And so you just slip stitch. Fasten off. Now what I did, you don't have to do this, but this is optional, but I do recommend it. So what you'll notice is that where the foundation chain is, it is really tight where the foundation chain is. And that is because the foundation chain just doesn't stretch. But the rest of the ear warmer is looser because single crochets and other stitches that you may use do stretch. And so what you really don't want is at the end of your beanie for it to really stretch that much. And so what you can do to kind of make it fit snugger on your head is go a hook size down on the last round. And so I used a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook on my very last round. But you don't have to do that, just so it fits a little bit more snug on my head. But you don't have to do that. And so there's how that looks. And now we will be doing the yellow circle. Okay. So I have to get my regular crochet hook now. So you do the magic ring, or you can do the chain 2 and slip stitch. It's kind of what you prefer. And you will do 12 single crochets in the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep doing that. So when you've done your 12, you just pull the yarn in tight if you've done the magic ring. And then you will place the stitch marker. And you will do just 1 single crochet in each stitch around for 12 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and keep going around. You should have 12 single crochets. Okay, and then from here you just slip stitch and fasten off, and you're gonna want to leave a long enough tail end to sew it on to the head warmer. Just trim that off, and there's your circle. Okay. Now let's work on the C. Okay, so we are going to chain 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, working in the back bumps. We're going to skip the first back bump. See the back bumps right here? And we're going to go into the second back bump, and we're going to do an increase. So an increase, so 1 and 2. And then we're going to go into this second one and do an increase. And then they're going to go into the third one and do an increase. And we're going to go into the fourth back ridge and do an increase. So you should have 4 increases. Okay, 4 increases. And now we're going to just do 1 single crochet into the next 6 ridges. So no increases for the next 6. One, 2, 3, 6. Now we have 4 stitches left, and we are going to do an increase for the last 4. 1, so an increase in the first, an increase for the second, get that one in there. Increase for the third, and an increase for the last. Okay. So if you look at it, it looks like a C. Okay. Now we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and we are going to do one single crochet in each stitch across. Okay. While working over that the tail. I'll see you back here when I am finished. Okay, so I just finished. Now you're going to want to fasten off with a long enough tail to sew it on. Okay, and now you're going to want to sew it on. And when you sew it on, so the part that's not as pretty is going to be the back of it. I mean, you could, I guess, sew it on like that if you wanted to cover it up. If you wanted to. Or you could just make this part the back of your beanie and this part the front of your beanie. Hold on. I'm going to just cut that off. And then you're going to want to sew the C on like that. And then you're going to want to sew in that in the center like that. Okay. So I'm going to go and sew this on. And I'll meet you back here when I'm done. So we just created ear warmers. Or an ear warmer. And this is how it looks. Absolutely beautiful. So I am going to put it on for you here. Over my head. There it goes. So it should look like that. It should keep your ears nice and warm for the winter. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope you come back for more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to share and all that fun stuff. So see you next time, and God bless.